All right, all right, all right. Welcome. We found our friends here finally. Pushing through and coming out of the maze of tangents and getting far away from the Tiaminator and thus escaping with most of their fiction intact. They have found themselves on the other side, having just departed um, the ship Kalen. And with that, taking a breath, have decided, looking up at a large tower, partially encompassed by the black and red winds and lightning of the Overwhelm, a sea of unbridled emotion. They've decided to take a little bit of a rest. So as we go into the rest scene, you all can have your conversations, especially as you're doing your maneuvers, is ideal. So everyone gets what they want to do and at least narrate what you're doing.
That was all like way too much emotion for Ace, so he's like sweating bullets despite the fact that he looks mostly like a robot. As he's first off like probably like taking off different like patches, opening them up and taking out different like electronic pieces and kind of stabbing them into parts of his body that have been like ran through or stabbed. As it kind of like you see little nanotech begin to like reform, like almost like flesh, like what looks like flesh but is probably more inorganic than organic, as he heals his wounds and that fixes up his clothing. Gotcha. And I'm also repairing my armor.
Very nice. Oh, I'd like to go next.
Peridot will be clearing some stress by teaching Urel how to play Jenga.
Nice.
Because I'm going to also expend my use of my Wanderborn nomadic pack thing to load up my replicator and replicate us a Jenga set. This is a perfect use for my hope.
I love it.
So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to start my project.
Ooh.
That I told you about, Matt.
Okay. So, what does it look like for you to work on your project here?
I think after the fun giggles of watching like the tower kind of like constantly fall over, because it's Jenga, it's always going to fall over. But especially when you're learning it for the first time, it's always going to fall over real fast. Then as everyone else is kind of just like getting to their own stuff and like tending to their wounds and everything, Peridot's going to kind of find a nice like flat area and just start pulling out some bits and bobs that she has rummaging around in her pack. She has a lot of junk in there for different crafting and whatnot. So she's sitting there with like a long piece of what looks like metal framing, like that would go on like the hull of a ship or something. So it's like, how did that fit in her bag? You don't want to ask questions. And like she has this tiny little saw, and she's like sawing through it to make it shorter. And then like she has like a portable welder on one finger, doing doing hardcore welding over here in the corner.
Nice. So just very cool. All right, then go ahead and give me a finesse roll as you're crafting this.
It is a critical success. A 20 critical success.
I love it. All right, so let's see here. We're going to go ahead and... So you would start at 12, you mark that down to 9 instantly. So very good. What do people see here, like put away or whatnot?
And I'm just marking it down to... I'm now at 9. I think what you would see is like a small, like kind of like a small section. I would say maybe about like almost a foot section of metal, and it's like a half of a tube is how I imagine it, and inside is like a networking what looks like kind of like a mycelium kind of like network of wiring, but like it's just like filled with it, and it doesn't seem to like have any kind of like active use yet. It's like still bare bones kind of stuff.
Gotcha. All right. What's next?
For Lies, for her healing, she is going... Since we faced the TMI Minotaur last session, she collected some of its body parts or pieces of it that flaked off or fell off. And now she's sitting there with these random pieces of it. And you watch as she kind of holds them up to her like chest area. And as she does, this compartment kind of opens up, and a bunch of these small like little nanites come out and just start going all over this stuff and absorbing into it. And then it slowly brings it back into her. And as this happens, her eyes just glitch and she starts shaking almost uncontrollably, like she's having a seizure. And if everybody would pay attention to her eyes instead of her body, they would see story scripts of what the GM has planned in the story running through her eyes really quickly, like impossibly quickly, that you couldn't even catch it. And then she automatically just stops and sits up. And then this goes into my next downtime move of my stress, relieving my stress, as I walk over and now having part of this TMI tar in me and feeling its interactions integrating with my body, and I haven't fully adjusted to it yet. I walk straight up to Kelly and Ailing and go, "This must be too much information, but I love both of you, and when I saw Kelly kiss you, I don't know how those feelings made me interact, and now I'm really considering breaking up with both of you, and we weren't even dating, and this is a very complicated situation. And then you also started dating Ace, bringing him into this 4-way triangle. Now we are in a square. And she just like unloads on both of you. And then turns around and walks back into the corner. Matt, since I didn't give a tithe to my hologram, you get a fear for this downtime.
Perfect.
Ace just screams no when you bring up his name into this.
Too late. This story has spoken. You are now into this mingled square love relationship.
You can't keep conscripting me into different things just because you want to. I get a say in this.
You lost your say when you ate that liver.
It flips you off. Before realizing that finger's probably missing. And like being reattached right now.
I think Kelly, she at first just kind of turns on her radio and is like listening to Debbie Gibson and is like fixing her jacket and kind of swaying with the music a bit to kind of relieve some stress. And while that's kind of going on, sees Lies just kind of come up and say that and then walk away. And I think that Kelly is going to get up and go over to Lies and say, can I sit next to you for a second?
I suppose.
She sits down. Don't be mad at Nayland. I screwed up again. I was trying to help, and every time we go to these worlds, it's like I'm playing catch up and I'm trying to use skills, and I don't know, I think it's like I told her last time, I think I'm more dangerous when I don't have powers. But
Miss Kelly, are you in love with both of us?
Lies, of course I love you, and I love Nayland, and I love Ace, and I love Peridot. But am I in love? I mean, well, for starters, Lies, you and I have never even talked about that, like, or gone on a date or done anything that, people do.
What is this dating?
Oh, well, it's where two people, they kind of
Spend time together over many months and years, getting to know each other and seeing every vulnerability of each other.
Well, it's a little
growing.
bit more complicated because there's like usually a movie involved and like eating.
I once spent time with a girl and other friends watching a movie a long time ago in another life. Like that?
Yeah, like that. Exactly. Anyway, I just don't want you to be mad at Nayland. She didn't do anything. And I think I really made her angry. So, if you want to be mad at me. Okay?
Maybe if she is angry, you should take her to see a movie.
Why don't we all go see a movie sometime, okay? Okay.
That would not solve her anger right now.
No, it wouldn't. And kind of leans against the ship and says, if you have any way to change the name of this ship, feel free, because I don't even want to look at it.
I don't.
So she'll just stay there.
Now might not be the best time to say this considering your opinion on the ship, but I'm pretty sure I did see a large bath that one might consider a jacuzzi
What?
on the lower deck.
Okay, I'm going down there as soon as... in just a little bit.
Once Lies made her confession, Nayland made a move to follow her. It was like, hey, wait, what? But is interrupted by this sound like a piece of technology dying, but she's unfamiliar with that concept. And she's reminded again of this thing that's appeared on her wrist, and she had for Josh and Molly, there was where her blue rose tattoo is on her wrist. She has a device that she hadn't noticed before, and it came alive when she had a heart attack after Kelly kissed her. And on it is a little bunny. It looks like a digital pet. And right now this bunny looks sickly. It looks unwell, and every few seconds it makes this sound. Fuck. What now? Jesus, I don't. Peridot?
Out of character. You have a Tamagotchi? Peridot turns around. She has like, it's not like goggles. It's like as if her eyes have auto shielded themselves against the light of like her welding, and then they just kind of like shloomp, like slide right back over, and she just kind of blinks a couple times. Yeah.
You're good with. Yes, Jackie.
I was just going to say that I think Kelly did call it a Tamagotchi last session, if I remember correctly.
I think she did.
Right. So it's not one, but she referred to it as, yeah.
Peridot, you're good at gadgets and stuff. What's wrong with this thing? Why is it making noises at me? And she'll show you her wrist.
Well, it obviously wants something. Does this little bunny look sad or ill or hungry? What are its needs?
Well, it seems like it's stressed and low on health, and perhaps it's feeling weak.
I think your bunny just needs to take a rest. Maybe play games with it?
How do you... Oh, shit, there's these buttons here. God, this is such a waste of time.
When did this bunny show up?
Earlier in the maze.
Maybe it's not really a waste of time. Maybe it's, I don't know, a personification of the things that you're trying to bury down deep.
I don't even know why I came over here. God, thanks for nothing, Peridot. Nayland storms off and hits some buttons on her new digital pet friend and is gonna regain some HP, clear some stress, and fix her armor by tending to the needs of this bunny in her wrist.
Very fun. Start taking care of yourself there. All right. So, does it look like normal for you to do your armor and such things?
They appear to mystically fix themselves as I tend to this little digital pet, which
Nice.
is a fragment of my aura.
Gotcha. So you're like, I see you're doing this, and then what we see is as you're taking care of it, your body's like healing itself and armor's moving.
Correct.
Nice.
Peridot sees it happen, and she's like, "Oh my god, I was right."
Just gonna go check out that hot tub.
All right, Aiden, what do you think this hot tub looks like?
Oh, it's nice, big.
Well, I was looking at Aiden. Aiden introduced it.
Oh,
Aiden.
Aiden
Yeah.
I was just imagining essentially just like a giant like wooden tub, like a circular wooden tub held together just by like metal bars.
Nice. I love it.
It's got like one of those like metal steam like pipes full just like with coal with a pipe feeding towards a vent towards the like underneath the water so the smoke can go down there and heat it up.
Nice.
Is there something that makes the water bubble?
Yes. They have these little it's basically like the bath bubbles. They have those like they have a bunch of little rocks that like you can just like throw in and they fizz for a certain amount of time.
Ooh.
I'll cast fireball in it first.
What does it look like if you do that?
Oh, it steams up and
Then are
bubbles
you
a
like
bit.
your laser gun or?
Oh yeah, it is in my laser gun. So I set it to hot tub.
Yeah, hot tub setting. I love it.
Just shoot it.
It's like in pink because it's a custom thing that Kelly programmed by herself. Hot tub.
So for some reason I got really lost in the ship part of it that I was thinking of a wooden ship and completely forgot that we're in a futuristic setting, which is why it's so old fashioned.
It's okay. I had said you guys got off the ship. You all jump back on the ship. So whatever now, just whatever you feel like. I'm good.
Yeah, you give someone a Tamagotchi and then they just don't talk to you, and now Liza's mad. Peridot's playing Jenga. Didn't even
But at
ask
least
to
there's a
borrow
hot
the
tub.
set. I would have let her borrow the set. I mean,
Yep. You see Peridot and her friend bonding over the Jenga.
Liz will walk over to Uriel and Peridot and be like, this is more for Uriel. Sorry to interrupt you guys in your Jenga session, but Uriel, is there movies on your world?
Yeah, we do movies.
Could we set up a movie night where we all could go to a movie?
Thanks for a moment. Yeah. I think we probably want to rent it out. That's probably going to be the best. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we just need to like get it just for us. I think private movie night.
Yes, for the 6 of us.
Yeah, that sounds good. A six-person movie. I can make the arrangements when we get back, assuming that we survive.
We will survive. I will make sure it happens. And then I
Excellent.
return back.
As Liz is walking away from them, Mace is gonna approach and be like, "Hey, I have a favor. It's gonna be a little weird one, and I'd like you to keep it between you and me, if you don't mind."
This is to Uriel.
To Liz,
To Liza.
Oh. Yeah, yes.
could you teach me some meditation techniques?
Meditation techniques.
I don't know. You've always seemed like you've kind of had to do that for a lot of your powers. It does seem like you knew.
Oh, I can show you how I interact. If you would like to watch sometime.
Yeah, it's just that would be great.
It is, how do you say, different with him than it was with Mother. Mother had me more reading and meditating, as you could say, on my book she would give to me and trying to gain darker knowledge. He provides different ways, or I provide him different ways, I should say, of accessing powers. And
That makes sense. Ace has no idea what you're talking about.
Do you like coffee? You must like coffee.
Yeah, I mean, when I could get it.
Oh, I can get you coffee, but it is only his coffee. And
I was
says
never
it
really
kind of
picky.
like down deep.
Yeah, oh, that's basically going over Ace's head.
Tastes slightly like book leather.
Man, it's better than the kind you get out of the trash.
Yes. In the best possible way.
I'm kidding.
Sorry, that's a coffee I got for Christmas. It has a book leather taste. It's so good.
No, that actually does sound awesome.
That would fit totally my character's thing, because I'm being like the storyteller. Yep. That is now canon. The coffee he drinks and Lies creates tastes like book leather.
Just a little.
Just
Note.
a little.
All right. Yeah. Either continue or what else you'd like to do?
Kelly does want to approach Naylan when Lies is talking to Ace. Naylan.
Naylan's finished fiddling with her buttons and she looks distracted, but yes, Kelly, what?
We need to talk about Lies.
I don't want to talk about Lies.
Why not?
Because don't you think that can like wait? I mean, we're standing in front of like a maelstrom of what's it called? The
Overwhelm.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You have time to talk to Peridot and hang out, but not have a single conversation with me.
I wasn't just chatting with Peridot, all right? I have this thing and it keeps beeping at me. Finally, it stopped beeping, and that's Peridot. She just helped me.
Well, I could have helped you. I used to have those things. Well, similar things.
Well, what does that even mean?
Where I'm from, we have these things. They're like, digital pets. They're not real pets, but they, you feed them, you play with them, and if you don't take good care of them, they die. And
All right, well, I didn't know all that before. I see how maybe that would have been useful for me to know. I could see how maybe it would have helped.
the real question is, Nathan, how did you get that?
I don't know. It blinked on when we were
Blinked
walking
on?
out of the maze. Yeah,
Is that just something that happens here?
I don't know. Do you have any screens on your body you didn't know about?
Not that I don't know about. But I'm just worried about lies, okay? And
Well, what do you propose we do then?
I don't know. But I told her that, well, because she was like, okay, like she was asking questions about like being in love and stuff, and then she's breaking up with us, but I don't remember us ever all dating, and I don't know. I think I don't want to mislead her, and I don't know what to do.
I'm just going to be direct. Do you know what you want to do? Even not to say it to any of us, but do you know how you feel?
Well, no, because it was just like I was telling her, like she was talking as if we'd been on dates before, and I'm like, I've never been on a date with you, Liz, and I don't know what she's talking about. And so I told her what a date was, and now I think she wants to take both of us on a date.
What do you mean you guys haven't been on dates? You've been to dances together. You've,
That wasn't
held hands and stuff.
held hands.
Yeah, and
I mean, as
confide
friends.
all of your darkest secrets with each
As
other.
friends, absolutely, but I'm talking about an actual date, like hey, would you like to go out and do this thing? She's never talked to you about this before?
No. But she kind of didn't have to. I mean, her feelings for you, she's made them clear.
I don't think she has. Because
For someone who's so good at people, Nayland stops herself from saying you're being blind.
Look, I just wanted, you to be aware, and also because, I don't know how you feel, and you haven't said anything.
That was, I think Liz just got her wires crossed. I mean, her heart is huge. I think
I know, and that's why I don't want to hurt her. But at the same time, I'm like, would I be willing to go on a date? Sure, I'll go on a date, see, if there's any chemistry there. But at the same time, like, she was talking as if we've already been together, and this is why I'm so lost, Nayland. I think she just doesn't have this type of experience, and so anyway, I just wanted to let you know, because she probably feels the same way about you, and you should be aware.
All right. Thank you for making me aware.
Why is it every time you thank me for something, it feels like you're trying to not insult me?
I'm not trying to not insult you, Kelly. I'm trying to exit the conversation gracefully.
Oh. All right.
Ace, what type of movie would you like to watch for our date night?
I was only ever really into action movies. I
Is
never
that
really
a
went to
good
many
choice?
movies though.
Okay, action movies. I will let Uriel know.
I think I've only seen like 2 movies. No, wait, 3. But 2 of them were Star Wars.
Is this Star Wars a good movie?
I mean, it feels pretty relevant to our situation. If anything else,
Should I recommend Uriel to find Star Wars?
I mean, I wouldn't say no to that. I feel like it's probably. I think it's gotten a lot of praise.
Okay. I will send a message using my ability. Where is it? In this called my Blue Rose Wi-Fi. So it's this little bioluminescent fungal kind of pops out of my like wiring out of my head and sends up this radar beacon that kind of sends out a message to Peridot going, yes, it works. I got a 21 with hope. Peridot, can you ask Uriel to find an action movie called Star Wars for our date night?
Oh boy.
So, what kind of movies do you have here?
I mean, we kind of have all types. We like to. I mean, I would say it's it's kind of interesting. We can do a lot with like emotions and everything. Let's see here. We do a fair amount of romance. We the romantic comedy, real big. We do enjoy a good horror now and then. So those types, I would say, there's like the major deals.
Lies asked me if you have any. Asked me to ask you if you have anything called Star Wars.
Star Wars. Oh, I mean, it's not a movie. We do have a reality show called that.
Yeah.
Where, like the major stars of the movies like get on this island and have to like fight for survival.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. But I mean, we've got 7 seasons of it, about 24 episodes long each. So, I mean, we could definitely try season 1. I mean, it doesn't quite find its own until 7, I think. But you know,
I don't know. I feel like there will be plenty of things to comment about. Because isn't that what you really do with reality shows, right?
yeah, you comment it, you go back and forth. So yeah, theater, and I could probably make sure that we can get that. It's easy enough. Just have to fill out, to talk to the right people.
What was it called? Hang on. I wrote it down. As long as there's no spite peppers anywhere near there.
No
'Cause
spite peppers.
After watching what happened to Neil and Kelly last time with the spite peppers, doesn't sound good to me.
No, that didn't work out too well. But I mean, they like to do things and not listen. It seems like, which I mean, I guess it's fine.
That's why sometimes we like to say that I'm the voice of reason around here.
Yeah, I mean, I think the whole thing would fall apart without you.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of hold everything together. You're so good at it. And if anybody looks over, Peridot has this kind of like
just kind. It's not like a smug kind of happy. It's just a kind of like goofy kind of happy smile on her face. Well, and
Actually, Ace looking over at that wants to see if the that kind of reality shifting based on emotions happening again outside of the maze.
Maybe the ship name is changing.
Just like by her happiness is like there's small changes happening around Peridot, like its environment.
I would say yeah. There's like a few like sparks going off, fireworks.
He does give her a little thumbs up though.
well, now that we've had a bit of rest, how do we tackle this? And she kind of looks at the swirling maelstrom before us.
I'll be honest, I found him pretty excited. I got a lot of rage to let out, so sooner we get in there, I feel like the sooner we get our opportunity to do that.
So do we just jump in?
Have we ever had any other type of plan for a situation like this?
Not really. We kind of usually play it by ear
Yeah. Say the
all the time.
At this point, the ship kind of comes to rest, and you can exit and begin to walk across the plane to the tower, should you desire to do so.
Okay. Well, I guess this is it. I'm gonna holster my blaster.
Nalen's gonna take some strong breaths in, sniffing the air. And I am going to activate my unique hope feature. I'm going to spend 3 hope and target a creature from a vision I had using my Grim Psychometry, which is the artist. And until I finish a rest, I'm going to have advantage on all action rolls against the target.
Nice.
And Nayland is trying to determine if she thinks he is in the tower.
Okay. Give me instinct roll, please.
Okay. 22 with fear.
All right. In that case, as you begin to stare at the tower and try to get at you, are able to sense that there is somebody in, and based on kind of the smell, some paints there, you're nearly certain that the artist is within. As you stare at this strange storm, I need you to give me a presence reaction.
Ooh, uh-oh. 12.
12. All right. In that case, Staring forward. Well, I'm gonna let you RP this out a little bit, Neelan. You are infected with greed.
Oh.
Just the want and desire, every emotion that is within the storm to want to get everything you can for your own use. And your desire here is to go find what's in this tower and maybe get the glory for yourself. It is consuming you.
Nalen's breathing in, and the tip of her tongue traces her canines. He's in there. I can feel it.
Hey guys, remember how we made like that mailbox come alive?
Yeah.
You think we could like make mounds if we like believed hard enough?
What, like that mound over there? She points to kind of like a slight hill of grass.
No, I meant like a horse or something, or like cool bear to ride, but a nice bear.
You mean like turn it into an animal? Maybe. It might try to eat us though.
I mean, we could make a sentient chair, maybe.
This is a good plan, guys. You workshop it. I'm gonna forge ahead. But you guys keep at it, and probably stay here, where it's safe.
No.
Fun. Ace
I
is trying
say
to
we-
envision a chair.
Continue on.
Well, before we go in, just know that we've got an artist out there, and the best way to take on an artist is to take out and to do art. I don't know what to do for a rally anymore, guys. I'm scratching the bottom of the bear here. As I then sing a song. There you go.
Is it a Kelly Gibson song?
Oh, who?
Kelly Gibson, or is it Tiffany? I mean, who are we talking?
Debbie Gibson.
Yeah, Debbie Gibson. That's what I meant.
She's singing. Yeah, she'll sing Tiffany. The only Tiffany song people know.
All right.
Emboldened, Nalen marches forward confidently.
Ace is still probably blabbering about a bench to Peridot.
I'm just following in.
Yeah, that sounds real cool, Ace. But wait, come on, let's go.
Oh, he's doing this while walking.
Is Carolus with us? I don't remember. It's been a minute. Or is she still on the ship?
They're on the ship. She's on the ship. Because she had to go to the med bay after someone mentioned the log.
That's right.
Somebody. We don't remember who.
Somebody.
It could have been anybody.
I tried to keep the blame off you.
Very cool. So going forward then. You come to the heavy door that, as you get closer, Nayland actually seems to um, open slightly at your presence. At the base of the tower.
Neelan takes a glance down at her ring. Does it seem like they're reacting together at all?
For the ring?
The ring that they gave her to say that she was like one of the people of the land.
Okay. Yeah, I would say you kind of see that the door kind of glows slightly as it opens. Yeah.
She's more confident than ever that what's in this tower is meant for her and nobody else.
Good. In that case, you begin to. All right. Stepping through, then you come into the base inside here, and while the storm rages outside with the flashes of red lightning and energy, coming in, you are overwhelmed by a hush. It seems almost like a barrier of sound. The walls around you stretch impossibly tall, covered in floating panels, murals that are almost painted with light, it seems, as well as the pigment that's upon them, shimmering and reflecting. Each one seems to depict a warrior or adventurer. Some wielding, it seems, magic, others swords, those bows and arrows, or various weapons with heat coming from them, flying with jetpacks. But something seems off. As you look deeper, they all are idealized. Gleaming armor, windblown hair, perfect smiles. Every time any of you try to look at the faces, they suddenly blur. One of the mirrors seems to stutter almost like a broken holotape, briefly flashing a version where the heroes are arguing. Another where they stand over a saved village suddenly glitches, showing a destroyed one instead of a victory. Being here, all of you have begun to somewhat sense the emotion of the place. Realize after so long here, you feel the heaviness of the air. It is thick with nostalgia, like syrup. And as you breathe in, your own memories feel slippery, as if something else wants to rewrite them.
is this place?
I don't know, but it feels kind of nice and inviting.
That could be a
Like-
warning sign.
Like everything bad could just go away.
I don't like it.
I kind of do.
My head's not usually this quiet.
Yes. You see what appears to be an empty panel kind of make its way over to you. Please give me a presence reaction.
All right. Presence. 17 with hope. Oh no, reaction.
17. And as you look in, you feel like your thoughts are not your own. Like this thing is pressing down on them, trying to reshape things into cleaner lines. You think of the times when you were a thief and did more horrible things, almost giving you justification that you didn't really have. Before you kind of shake it off, and it seems like the mural panel is unable to fully draw you, and so it floats away.
Can I try to grab it before it floats away?
Yeah. Let's do agility.
All right. I'm gonna spend a hope and use my experience as a thief to, try to get the upper hand on it.
Yeah.
That was a 14 with fear, but I'm gonna use mark a stress to re-roll that.
Got it.
That's a 24 with hope now.
Nice. So you're able to grab it.
It just quickly covers it with his, puts it under his poncho so it can't be forced, no one else can be forced to look at it.
Yeah.
Guys, I really don't think this is good. I can't exactly tell you what it was doing to me, but if it can justify that, then just try to keep your heads on straight. Don't look at anything.
Nayland is doing the exact opposite.
What's it doing?
She is examining these flickering moments. She's trying to determine, it feels like these visions that we're seeing are lies, and that not everything was as squeaky clean, and perhaps this is trying to cover up some kind of failure. People have been here before, and were not as successful as it seems, and Nayland wants to figure out what they did to mess themselves up so that we can be better than them.
Hmm. Just give me a knowledge roll.
I'm going to spend my token from my community to add a +1 to this from having rolled with fear before. Oh, mother. I got a 10 with fear.
You look deep, and it's you're trying to see, and it's the more you try to understand, the more you want to know what really happened here. It's the more it seems to go out of your sight. And go ahead and give me a presence reaction, please.
Okay, presence, reaction. 21.
Ooh, very nice. So, I think with this, go ahead and mark a stress as there's a moment. It's like you are being pulled in as you're looking, and in your own mind, you begin to, I would say, you think of a victory that you had with that had a cost. What might that be?
With the nostalgia that comes with this place, Nayland was already thinking about this. But she's remembering the last time she saw the crew she grew up with. And she usually thinks of this moment fondly because she believes she did the right thing. She stole some cargo that they were carrying. The crew, the captain, her mom, they all had decided that this cargo was better given to not the person they were paid to deliver it to. They were going on about, Nayland didn't really pay too much attention, but there were these vials inside of this briefcase, and these vials could save lives, or she didn't care because they were paid. They had a mission to deliver it somewhere else, and she ended up stealing the briefcase and running away. And she got the briefcase to where it was supposed to go, and that was a win because she did the right thing. But she knew she could never go home. They just weren't the same kind of people. They wanted to bend the rules for self-gain. That's how she saw it.
Yeah. And in a moment, it's like that memory plays in your head, and then it's like you're trying to then you like relive it again, and then as you relive it a third time, the people are more welcoming for you to come back to, and even more before you just kind of get the sense like that's not the truth, and as you reject it, just this like memory loop stops.
Ace is glaring at you.
Nayland's holding her head. All right, I'm not saying Ace is right, but maybe don't look at anything.
How does it feel to be dumber than the guy who has no education?
Nayland ships you.
I don't know, Ace. We did go to school for like a whole lot of time. You must have learned something while we were there, right?
I learned that teachers are demons. That's what you're talking about.
I mean, they weren't all demons bent on destroying the world.
I think all the ones we met were.
Not everybody.
No, but you have not changed my mind. School is an evil place. Oh wait, no, we were just at another school. I don't know how I myself completely just forgot that.
Yeah, the nurse was evil. She tried to
So
blow
was
us up.
Opal. So a lot of them kind of were. I feel like Kelly's with me on this one too. Kelly hated the last place we were at.
I just couldn't see anything.
And honestly, that would have helped in here. But again, just let's try to make our way up without any more slip ups. Honestly,
Okay.
Kelly, you should lead us because aren't you good? Because you can, you'd be good at that without looking.
Oh, I was already going to. I was just about to say I'm on my way out. So Kelly is kind of just making her way through this area, looking for the passage out.
Okay. Who's trying to move through it? And I would say you feel like this thickness of the nostalgia is here, and it's again almost like you're swimming through it. Go ahead and give me a presence roll, please.
Okay. That could have been better. That's a 10 with hope.
Right. There are bits of what seem to almost be like weaving lines of light that you have been like kind of floating around the murals that seem to be attracted as you're moving through. And as you push forward, you can see they almost pause as they bolt towards Kelly quickly, surrounding. And all at once, you feel like your confusion or your slight worry or your consternation around lies and some of the stuff happening suddenly dull quickly. Replaced with this moment of blasé, it's like a strange suppression feeling. And all at once, it's not like it's missing, but that you just feel like you're unable to fully process it. Like a cork has been put in to your emotions, and you feel the pressure that's building underneath, but it can't push out. You will mark 2 stress. You can describe what it looks like happens to Kelly physically.
You said there was a mirror?
No,
No. Okay.
there's just these lines of light that seem to suddenly swirl around her.
I think that Kelly sees these lights and is distracted by them, and it brings back a memory of when she was very young and she was trying to put together a birthday party, and her mother looked at the list of guests and was very upset that she was inviting someone who the family just felt were not up to being invited to their home, and was a really good friend of Kelly's in, elementary school. And so her mother just kind of forced her to not only not invite the person, but also forced her to go and tell the person that she wanted nothing to do with them. And so had to suppress this friendship in order to make her mother happy. And those feelings kind of start to come back as if she's being forced to do the same thing with Lies right now. And then she can't remember how to get out of it. And just to add drama, I think she says, Lies, you're not invited to my birthday party. We can't be friends. She's going to try to keep moving.
If Peridot were holding a cup right now, she'd drop it.
Wow. Wow. How many other ways are into this room right now?
So it seems to be one room with a stairway that's
Stairway
circling up. Yeah.
Okay. I am going to push past Kelly.
Okay, just pushing right past her.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Kelly is screaming internally, but can't say anything.
Naylan also tries to pass Kelly and gives her the biggest what the fuck face she can because of their previous conversation not 10 minutes ago.
I think Kelly just looks so distraught and yet keeps trying to hide it.
I think if
she's being compelled.
Oh man, I think if I find Naylan behind me, Elias turns and sees that, and then turns to Naylan and goes, "Would you like to go with me to the movies?"
What's a movie?
I don't know, but I guess it's something we're all going to that Uriel's gonna set up for us. Kelly's not invited.
Kelly cries.
He just pats her on the head.
We can not talk about this later, and I just keep going forward.
All right.
Peridot kind of lets him walk off, and she's gonna put her hand on not Peridot, on Kelly's forehead, like to see if she's feverish or something. Kelly, are you okay?
I'd imagine there is a slight fever on Kelly. This is producing some type of physiological effect.
Because, I mean, even that felt kind of way out of the blue, out of like complete left field here. You are a little feverish.
I think Kelly just hugs Peridot.
Oh. She'll hug you back and be like, is this one of those foot in the mouth scenarios?
Just just let her hug you for a minute.
It's okay.
And he's just kind of standing there awkwardly because he doesn't not know how to help people emotionally.
Yeah, Kelly will just kind of follow in the back, unsure what to do, can't say anything.
Moving forward, I will activate my map mode caffeinated ascension as I take a stress, and I guess Nayland would see like these little vents kind of pop open on my shoulders, and the smell of coffee just starts drifting up from me as we walk.
Perfect. I'd say as you do that, you see moving up, a mural floats in front of you. You think maybe the biggest one. It shows this heroic form here. This being stands tall. And they seem to wear like this plant-like armor upon them, and like with thorns. They're pictured pulling up energy out of Blumesta and using it to what appears to be cure and comfort this village. And as you kind of stare, it almost looks like this seems to look back at you, Lies. And it glitches. And you see them screaming. Alone, surrounded by broken coffee cups.
Does it glitch you back, or does it stay like that for me?
So it's like that for good, like a moment where you can actually really like take a look at it, as it'll then kind of go back to the victory.
Did you see that?
Nayland, I think, who had been walking up ahead with Lies, brushes that off and attributes your venting to distress. Lies, look, you can't take what Kelly said too seriously. She does that sometimes. She tries to throw herself on the sword. She'd rather hurt you now than let you get hurt later.
But she's doing a pretty good job of that by first telling me that we are not in love. I must ask her on a date, and then telling me before I could even ask her on a date that we can no longer be friends, and I'm not invited to her birthday party.
You have to know by now that that's not really how she feels. She just opens her mouth sometimes and crap falls out.
I
She doesn't think.
understand, but for somebody that has been working on themselves by trying to not overreact, she did that to the wrong person. Because last time she told me those things, remember what happened a few times? So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really trying right now, and I think Liz takes your hand. Part of me wants to do something dumb.
Okay. She pats your hand on top of hers. Let's focus on the other part. Let's maybe not do something dumb in the swirling overwhelm inside the tower.
You think the artist could change Kelly's demeanor?
I think Elias, who isn't upset and hurt, wouldn't want to do that, even if she could.
Understood. Thank you, friend.
I think Kelly is grabbing Peridot's hand and like trying to put it on her face and like, help. Magic. Help.
Sorry, I was muted. Hope? Attack?
Help.
Leap? There isn't really that any area to jump from in here.
Yeah, I think Kelly just falls down.
Oh. She goes to help pick you up, and it's like, why don't we sit down for a second? Let's see here. And she'll rifle around in her bag a bit. And she'll pull out a little bit of Medigel, and she's like, well, this is the last of what I got, but it should fix pretty much anything. And she locks it and loads it in, and she turns some fiddles on the dial settings. It's like, hold still, and she just kind of like pokes it into your shoulder, and it's like getting a tetanus shot, just like.
I don't know if it did anything or not. I'm just gonna.
It helps you clear a hit point.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, Peridot. As I kind of I take your hand and just kind of, even if it didn't fix that problem, I just kind of take a moment to basically in this moment give you a hope dice by just showing my gratitude. And she like in her head, she's like, how can they honestly think that was me? Do these people even know me? Do they think I would actually say that? But she's not saying those things actually out loud.
I think Peridot kind of like pats your hand a bit. It's like, I think this tower is bringing out kind of like the worst feelings that we can feel, and that even when on normal circumstances we say things that we don't really mean, it's kind of making those things amplified. I mean, this thing is a whirling tornado of emotions. Why wouldn't it make us feel that way if we walked into it too?
I feel like I am in front of a brick wall, Peridot. And I can't get past it.
Well, what ways have you been trying to do it so far?
Well, I've been trying to keep my mouth shut.
No, we're sticking. No, stick with the metaphor, with the brick wall part.
Oh.
Have you been trying to jump over it, or trying to blow it up?
Well, I think I just walked into it because I didn't know it was there, and definitely hurt myself, and probably hurt worse than that. But I just got to get past a brick wall.
Oh,
It's like I can't. It's like I feel something, and yet at the same time, I know that I shouldn't, and so I stop. That's why she can't come to my birthday party.
because you feel like you'll keep saying the wrong things?
No, it's because my mom wouldn't like it. You don't even know
Well,
what I'm saying, Peridot.
well, your mom's important to you, and we're important to you too. So you would want both sides to be in harmony, if that makes sense. But we'll be celebrating your birthday on a spaceship. Would your mom want you to be on a spaceship?
If it was an expensive one, yes.
Well, I don't know how expensive the spaceship we're on is, but it's probably really expensive considering how many children were sent off into space on their own.
That's it, Peridot. You can talk to them, though. I can't talk to them, but you can talk to them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you can fix this. You're good at talking to people. I've seen you with Uriel. You can do this. I believe in you. Just tell her about the brick wall and the birthday and Mom. She'll get it.
I'll try.
Perfect. Thanks. You're the best.
Nayland is at the front with Lies, trying to push the picture that floated in front of Lies out of their way.
Very cool. All right. Then, as you do so, You can see, just, I guess, as you pass, there's this kind of sketched, almost scrawled inscription. That's there as you're just trying to move, and looking at it, you see a thing that simply says, what is made to take away the weight can make it heavier. And then it says, when memory is made too perfect, it forgets to be real.
Nayland wants to try and touch the writing to get a sense of if she can feel, like, if it's painted on, if she can feel the paint, or if it's like engraved on, she can feel the dents. She wants to know if it's also another illusion, or...
Yeah, I think as you touch this, there's some texture. Like it's a physical scrawl on the surface of this. Almost like graffiti.
Hey, Lies, look at this. I don't know who left this here, if it was the artist. It seems like the opposite of what the artist was trying to do.
Well, what do you think it means?
Well, that you sacrifice authenticity, right? By trying to just paint over everything that's ugly.
Right? So you think we have to reveal what's underneath everything?
Yeah. Maybe. Peridot seems to think maybe we can invent a new kind of paint. I don't know.
But wouldn't we just be adding on to what he's painting and not the original? If he's already repainted over it?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Having seen the work done by the painter, the artist, is there... Could I get a sense of who, if I think the artist wrote this?
I would say with what you've done, yeah, it seems to be by their hand.
Maybe he does know more about what's been going on than I thought. Seems like maybe he's learned.
Maybe he's trying to fix things by altering them with his paintings and rewriting things, but doing that's creating the storm.
Yeah. I've been there. Trying to do something you think will help, and it just makes things worse.
Well, definitely when you don't realize what you're trying to fix in the first place and you're actually not addressing that problem. And you just kind of put a fresh coating on it. I think that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah. It's tough. We should find him. Hey guys, I think we're on the right track. She'll shout that down the steps.
And kind of like come up the stairs and be like, really, what did you find?
Nayland will show you the back of the painting. Or wherever the writing was.
Yeah. Yeah, on this kind of mirrors or mural thing. And again, I think it flashes and it kind of goes between these crying over like spilled coffee and like a gaping hole in the distance. And then Victory rescuing the village, and then crying over the coffee with a gaping hole in the distance. And then finally, it looks like the heart of this individual is shattered like the coffee cups, and then it's back to this kind of static form of Victory.
Do you recognize this person, Lives?
Do I recognize that person?
I would say no, you don't necessarily recognize them. I would say like you do get like you feel like that this mirror has been reading you as you were the first to kind of look into it, as though it's trying to communicate something in your understanding in a way that you would understand.
I don't think that's exactly what the mirror is doing. I think it's trying to tell me something by showing me these things or helping me understand it.
From what I've kind of gotten from all of the different pictures that or paintings that have been we passed by, they're all like idealized half truths. And I'm wondering if maybe the painter was trying to fix what happened, what had been wrong, trying to write over reality.
I don't know.
And
Go ahead.
and it's one thing to try to fix something when you do something wrong. it's another to try to pretend, to try and make everything into as if it were perfect. Because, well, I don't think everything can be perfect.
I don't think they're all the truth, though. I think some of them are just trying to mess with people.
I mean, part of that feels right. Like, these coffee cups here, those feel definitely targeted at lies. I mean, like, what do you think? This guy was trying to reach your mat person?
No, I think this is more showing on the feelings I've had since entering here.
I thought you said
Broken, broken coffee cup, the dark void. What was the first image?
the screen.
Them kind of doing victory over, like, healing a village, helping it.
And it ends with a void, though, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And his heart breaking, or the person's heart breaking like the coffee cups.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know I suggest this a lot, and actually I think I've suggested it in every building so far, but we could burn it down.
You mean this place?
Yes.
That is an option? And you all won't be mad?
I mean, I'm not... no. I mean, not as long as I get out first.
Last time, Ace, the group does not like us burning down buildings normally.
That's why I ask beforehand. I've learned that throughout my life. Most people don't appreciate their stuff spontaneously combusting.
Sorry, Liz, go ahead.
I'm learning so much today.
I, for one, would definitely be mad. There's a lot of stuff in here I need to see. I mean, we need to see as a group, together.
Like what?
The artist.
If we burn down the place, he'll have to get out.
Well,
Or-
would it stop whatever it's doing to us?
Surprisingly, I feel like this is one time arson is not a good idea.
And Peridot can explain. Peridot, tell them.
Oh, right. Hello, I am Kelly's emotional translator. And
Hello?
you will look and you will, when you're like, what? Kelly will see that Peridot has like some hastily written things on her hand. Kelly was having an emotionally trying moment and decided to say things that she didn't really mean.
No, that's.
Okay.
She would
Is that-
also like to convey her sympathies and her sorries. And
Or-
Para kind of like looks at her hand as if she wrote something that isn't actually like correct, but like she can't read her own handwriting.
Kelly just face palms.
Kind of cheat, forcing someone to do the work for you.
You know what? Nayland, I've had it with you.
Don't speak to
Okay.
Nayland like that.
You know what? Just y'all do whatever you want. I'll just follow you.
Great. Something good to come out of this tower.
Oh, that's his mom. But most importantly, she says that I shouldn't do this because my mom wouldn't have wanted it.
Kelly, you shouldn't do what? Why is
I'm
Peridot speaking for you?
Can't.
You
I'm
can't what?
trying. I'm trying. The wall.
Do you want to go to movie night or not with me?
Yes.
Okay. I storm off holding Nayland's hand still.
I can't believe. Peridot, they actually think I would say those things.
Right. As you go to the next room, we're going to go ahead and take our break. We'll come back. Rainy. So, as you ascend, the walls shift. You step into a tilted chamber of glass and stone, where constellations flicker beneath your feet. Cracks split the floor like old wounds, but light pours through them, refracted, star bright, and wrong. In the center floats a broken orrery, slowly spinning. A name is carved repeatedly into its fractured arms. Syra. 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 Around you, you can hear a voice whispering equations. Then a woman's voice, calm, almost like it's trying to reassure, and yet this tone of lostness. If I redirect the charge, they'll only feel a little pain. It'll be over before it begins. What'd you like to do?
Naylin, you heard
Yeah.
that voice?
I did.
Do you think they meant us when they said they?
I'm not sure. Does it seem like we were hearing a memory? Or is that voice actually coming from somewhere in this room?
More like a memory.
Nalen's gonna look around. Does it feel like we're alone in here?
Give me instinct, please.
I'm going to spend one of my Know the Tide tokens. Hello? Not to you. My screen is not listening to me. All right, I will manually add one. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I got a critical success.
Nice.
2 3s.
Okay. Yeah, I think looking around here, through kind of cracked mirrors and the tilted way, you can feel like even the forces of nature aren't quite right. Things are looped in a kind of a strange loop of justification. There is a presence here of something. Your feelings are not a full being, but possibly one of these emotional amalgamations that are dangers across the land, but it seems to be here, though for the moment, not aggressive, though your instincts tell you the volatility of emotion, it could be move to aggression very quickly.
Nayland turns to Urel. Do you know what made that noise? Do you know what's in here?
I mean, this has to be Syra's artery. I didn't know it existed. Sorry, the mural, She is. It's 5 people that were supposedly, the legends say, saved our world. Marlo, then Valorin, Grint, Syra, and Thorn.
Well, if it's this volatile, would it help to try to alleviate some stress? I could try to talk to it.
What even is it? Is it the orrery?
Well, I don't know, but maybe the first step is to ask. Kelly is quite indigent, and I think she is. So I assume we all feel it, right? We all feel this.
I don't know. Feel what?
Like how volatile it is in here.
I mean, I think that was something that Neelan figured out. That's up to her too, I guess.
Oh, never mind.
First forward.
She would sort of indicate that, yeah, there's a presence here. We're not alone, and it feels dangerous.
Well,
Burning it down seems like a better option now, doesn't it?
no, I don't think so. Kelly, oh, go ahead.
That was us in it.
What if we've been known to, in other places we've gone, somehow ourselves interact with others? This place seems to have mentioned, at least Uriel mentioned 5 heroes or something about that along the lines. What if what the artist has been doing with these heroes has somehow been leaking over to us and in taking in our emotions also, considering we are 5 teens trying to be heroes?
In that case, maybe we just need to show it truth. Yeah?
I mean, anything's worth giving it a try, I guess.
Okay. I'm gonna try. Kelly is going to yeah, she's gonna try to do this. She's going to walk up to Lies, and she's going to try to overcome this barrier she has between caring and not caring, and try to speak truth by doing so.
Okay. What do you say?
Nice.
Yes.
It hurt me a little bit that you didn't immediately think that my words were not my own, because they weren't. It was like a memory I had from when I was little, and I was required to not be friends with the people that I wanted to be friends with, and I couldn't get it out of my head, and it was coming out of my mouth. And I think because I had shared a bonding moment with you earlier today, you were the one that I took it out on through this memory, because the memory was of someone I also cared about a lot, and I had to say horrible things to them. And she wants to try to say that. I don't know if she actually says that or not, because I assume there's some,
Yeah, I mean, you say that, and then
Okay.
when you're trying to achieve this effect, go ahead and give me a presence, please.
Peridot from her corner is cheering you on, hoping, praying that whatever she did helped Kelly out, and you're gonna gain a +3 from my prayer dice.
+3. Okay, and I'm going to add my D8. Okay, so that is it's a total of 25, and I'm going to invoke my once per session ability to change a roll with fear to a roll with hope.
Nice.
So
Mark
that's
your
a 25 with hope. But I'm not able to gain hope right now because I have 2 slots I can't use.
All right, so you speak kind of the truth here, and trying to be honest. And there's this static image that seems to move up, Nail, and you can kind of feel the presence melding itself together for a moment. And you can see the figure you saw before, the thorny individual tugging at the robes of this being that's in this constellation, almost uniform, and has charts. Seems to be calculating with this like large reactor on their side. And kind of overlaid, you all can hear a voice. There wasn't time. I couldn't let them all die. So if you did, it's math.
Not wanting to get information from whatever this feeling is, this presence that seems like it's ready to be dangerous. Naylan is again going to activate or try to activate her grim psychometry. While inspecting a location, I make a spellcasting roll, and if I succeed, I can have a vision of the most recent violence involving the location.
Okay.
Okay, spellcasting roll. I have to beat a 12, and I did with a 20.
All right.
With hope.
Did we hear the voice say that?
Yes.
Okay.
And what is Nayland doing?
I think, her aura, that seems to become corporeal as she tries to use these new abilities she has, concentrates over her eyes, and she's able to see a vision of this highly emotional moment that had happened here once.
Hmm. Yeah, you can see the image of a bloom filled with light, sorry, not filled, but covered in light paints and a heavy coat that you can assume is Marlowe. And he rushes into this room, kind of looks around, and seems to take out, appears to be almost like sandpaper and this thing that's trying to, carve away the name that's written here the best they can, and starts painting over. When there's these explosions, you see this almost this claw of emotional energy come out. Saying, "No, I did the math. I did the calculations. They had to die. Death for a few. I chose Marlowe." As you see it grasping, and much like the injuries you've all received here, you can see he's hurt internally. He's kind of bleeding out the nose. Motions seem wrecked as he grasps, and this thing almost looks like it's going in for a killing blow, screaming, "If you're gone, the illusion will die too." And he runs past the room and up the stairs. And seems to try to charge and can't follow.
Nayland's eyes are glowing blue, and she's sort of reciting everything that she's seeing.
So we kill the guy.
How does Uriel look to that suggestion?
Yarrow just sort of, like he's just sort of taking all of you in. You can see he doesn't really know what to do either.
I want to establish that if I'm not told not to, I'm going to kill him when I see him.
I don't know what that would help. I think Marlowe was just trying to help. I think all of them were.
Yeah, and Nayland, I mean, you've got a connection to this place, so what are you thinking? Like, what do you want to do?
I don't. Uriel, according to the legends, how did they save the world? What were they saving it from?
Right. I mean, mirrors depict that there was a darkness underneath a settlement that went down to that was endangering the core of Bloom Mesta, and it was a great evil. They went down, destroyed the creature that was causing it, and healed the damage. And in order to no longer to make sure that that scar was no longer agitated, the people who lived there left and moved to other settlements. They were helped. They were grand heroes there to fix everything.
Do we know that for sure? That the people moved?
It's a long time ago. I'm just telling you what we are told and what the murals have always depicted. It's the story. I mean, before the Muras moved and the Overwhelm and my friends, I don't know if I would have even believed that the legend happened at all, but being here, I mean, I've never even heard of this place.
I'm starting to think maybe these heroes made a bigger sacrifice than they let on. And then, what? Marlowe tried to cover it up so people could believe in something in heroes?
I don't know, but
I mean,
it would have to be deeper than that, though, right? I mean, if something really bad happened, people would have known.
Unless the really bad thing was that they all had to die.
keep in mind, heroes doesn't mean good. It just means they're known for something. Usually something good, but not always.
Then I think we should find out the truth.
I agree.
And I think the people need to know it. I think maybe the Earth is hurting because the people don't know its truth. The burden it carries, the grief.
So let's do it. I mean, that's what we do, right?
Which way do we go, Nayland? You said you saw something? We didn't get to see the vision. Nayland saw the vision. She knows the direction.
Yeah, but before we run off, I mean, someone better at gadgets than me should take a look at the orrery, no?
I don't think we have anyone like that.
Not
I mean,
yet.
I could try.
You're up, Peridot.
Okay. I think. What exactly does it look like to start with? And then
Yeah,
I'll
there's
figure
multiple
it out.
arms that kind of come out of it, and um, what almost looks like complex orbital abacuses with beads that shine and move about, and kind of glass orbs that looks like they're meant to calculate and predict.
Can I find a mundane object or tool that Peridot needs?
Yeah, what do you think you find?
Let's see. So she's digging into this thing a bit. So some type of not a radar, but like a like almost like a not a tricorder, but like something that gets like readings off of things, like uh maybe like materials, or I don't know. That's not mundane. Never mind. Um, that's a big piece of technology. I think she finds something to help her open this thing up if she needs to, like a crowbar or something.
Okay. Yeah, get the crowbar, and I can have advantage there. Peridot. And so I guess you could do finesse if you want to mess around here. Describe what you're doing.
Okay. Do, 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 do. Uh, I'm having like this like brain moment. Like just like imagining something weird. So I think Peridot would kind of like think onto the voices that we heard from Zyra saying it's math, and like kind of like thinking on that and thinking about equations and math and just like and I think that's where her thought process is of like trying to figure this out, that it will be something mathematical.
I should have given you an abacus.
Okay. Then yeah, let's do a knowledge roll then.
And what was it that Kelly gave me?
It's supposed to be something you need, to be fair.
Okay.
So something you need, but something mundane.
All right, so it doesn't give me like a modifier or anything.
I'm sure it'll give you advantage on the roll.
Oh, it does. Okay. My brain was working too fast. It wasn't listening very well. You know what? I'm gonna add the rally die into this too, because I think this looks a little low. Okay, that's much better. That's a 17, but with fear.
Okay. You start to move this around and begin to do the calculations, and physically you realize this seems to have been designed at first to show this healing like calculation, this perfect thing of restoration and reincorporation specifically. And the more you examine it, the more you realize that it's garbage. It doesn't hold up to any type of checking. And you begin to make adjustments, move it. You can see where there were like scratch marks and places where the name Cyra is carved line up with places where the mass seems incorrect. And you adjust the tension and the weight of this device before it moves perfectly and starts to spin, indicating a calculation of eradication. There's no healing, but more like a severing. Burning out an infection down to the bone or to the heart of something, destroying good along with infected, so that the surrounding healthy tissue or substance of something could live. And his calculations are for the planet itself. And at once you see and you can feel the cold calculation of this. You feel your hands doing the math. You can see a corrupted area. And can you describe for me, I guess Peridot can go either way with this. Does Peridot agree with the rationalization? Or she doesn't, or does, either way. What's it feel like for her to do so?
Oh man, a trolley problem. I think Peridot would Peridot would disagree with it. Peridot is like, it deep down thinks that there is a way to fix thing, like everything, and she's going to try to like that is her deep down core thing. So I think, looking at this, like, if at least my brain is computing it correctly, it's like this calculation of eradication is like, this what's going on to this planet can't be fixed, and so the idea here is to just burn it all out. No, there's like a whole lot of other people that live on this planet. Like, we've just met one town of them, but like there's probably bound to be others. Whatever happened that day, that they created some kind of lie to pretend that whatever happened didn't happen, made things worse. And just getting rid of it isn't going to solve anything. It's just another way of hiding from the fact of what happened. At least that's what Peridot thinks. So Peridot's gonna kind of turn to the others and be like, guys, this math is not mathing right. Like,
Yeah.
it's mathing like, let's just destroy everything to burn everything to get rid of the problem. And Ace, you know how I said how we said arson does not solve everything? This is that. It's
All
like
I'm
the idea of
hearing-
arson solves everything, and I don't think it's going to solve everything.
All I'm hearing is I was right twice today.
That's when, Pedro, you feel this rising of energy behind you, and you all can see this vague form and just a voice. Emotion wasn't going to save anyone. How dare you? As there's a feedback from the Ori being put into this perfect formation and showing the calculation as this energy seems to strike into Peridot's chest hard here. So it's just going to make it a simple attack. For 12.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That kind of shocks your system for 6.
Well,
Additional
with
damage before it
that-
kind of fades away. Like,
before it fades away, I gotta do something.
okay.
Because as that happens, I yell out, "Quit hitting my friends!" And undead, as I gasp dramatically, my undead heart emits a blue recoil pulse that zaps the attacker. So that is going to be a 23 with. This is a reaction roll, so 23
Nice. That hits.
for 9 damage, and they take a stress.
Ooh. All right, that is minor.
And were we able to see what this force looked like?
Yeah, it had a rough image of the woman in the star uniform.
Got it.
Strikes out as Peridot's knocked a little bit down, but the room seems to be functioning normally. And as it's hit, it kind of disperses itself. You still feel it around as it's lurking, but more like it just had an outburst. It's not necessarily out to kill in this moment. And that is where we will end for tonight.